approach them like a pit bull and be abrasive, right? Because they want to be appreciated. And if you want to be appreciated, you have to put yourself in a position to be appreciated.
Because when I was younger, I could have gotten with the good guys, the ones that were going to college and doing what they wanted to do. But instead, I got with the bad boys on the street. And then...
Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Today I will be reacting to two videos. The first video, a woman tells a story why she regrets not choosing a good guy. And the second video will be a reaction of a woman who is stuck in the streets and don't know how to get out. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before I get started, I want you to watch the entire video. If you like the video, comment, like, subscribe at the end of the video, but first watch the entire video. Next, I would not be talking about all women, even though it feels like it. And if you haven't subscribed to my second channel, who is Anthony Spade, the link is in the description. Okay, today I'm going to be reacting to two videos. The first video is going to be about a woman regretting not choosing a nice guy in her younger years. Even though she's 44, she is aging very well. But one thing that she regrets is getting to the age where she's at and being lonely, and all the good guys being taken up, and all the single guys are just out jumping from woman to woman, which is typically what you see nowadays. Now, the reason for me doing this video is because lately I've been having a lot of women watching this channel. It seems like we're going into a trend of women coming into the red pill community, seeing what we know, taking our information, and possibly wanting to learn more. They're still debating along the way, but a lot of women are starting to wake up. So this video is helped to inspire other women who may be overlooking a good guy. Let's get to it.
Attracting younger men. Like, a lot of women usually don't like to talk about their ages because they don't know. I think once a woman gets 30 years old, they stop talking about their age.
I'll be 44 next week.
You'll be 44 next week.
I'm very happy about that. The only embarrassment about it, is because I'm not married and I'm not where I want to be.
Now, do you think this...
Now, I want a lot of people to understand she's 44 years old, still cute, have hit the wall. But this is what the average woman, especially in the African American community, is facing nowadays. When the delusion of the younger years start to catch up because they think that they can continue to do better, and then eventually they end up alone with no options.
Society has a big part of it.
I think it was my fault. Because when I was younger, I could have gotten with the good guys, the ones that were going to college and doing what they wanted to do. But instead, I got with the bad boys on the street. And then now it's just kind of too late because all the guys that are my age are taken, all the good ones. And all the guys that are the bad ones, they're just out there acting like they're 20, 30 years old.
Yeah, that's true.
And what you're seeing is majority of what most women are going to go through. They're going to wake up in their 40s and they're going to realize that they made a bunch of mistakes by not choosing the right guys at the right time, especially in today's world. In today's world, a lot of these guys out here are learning to be very, very good at making money. Women aren't trading stocks. Women aren't into Bitcoin. They're not into online jobs that a lot of men are inspiring to be now. They're just trying to be YouTubers and they're not even getting far for that. But she's a prime example of a woman not waking up until it's too late. All right, the next video. Now, this video is going to be a woman who still belongs to the streets. And the reason why I'm playing this video is because when you see her saying what she's saying for attention, women need to understand that men are becoming very desensitized. When a woman has to use her sexuality and talk about sex in order just to get some attention, it only excites beta males. But too many beta males starts to mislead her down the wrong road, and she starts to be thinking that this is normal behavior. Once it becomes normal behavior, then she puts herself out there because it feels good. Let's get to it.
When I'm sucking your dick, my goal is not to make you nut fast. I don't want you to nut fast. So maybe you shouldn't watch me because I'm very passionate sucking dick. I like to watch you and how you like it. But anyways, you know, my goal is to get you to the point where you're about to nut about 50 or 60 times. Like I want to suck your dick for like an hour and just make you almost nut.
You want to know the sad part? You have a lot of women that make these videos for a good joke and for a good laugh. But at the end of the day, what they don't realize is that once they put that energy out there, people will forever look at you just like that. Whether you want them to or not. The moment you put that imagery out there of you and it lives on the internet forever, people will forever look at you as being below the earth. They would never, ever, 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 ever have any respect for you. The mind you put out is what you're going to get back. Look at a lot of these rappers getting shot up, put in jail, or getting killed. Why? Because the energy that they put out make them pretty much subjects to their own art.
Like 50 times, and then, you know, for the grand slam, just go really hard and just throw your shit. You know, when a nigga says I'm about to nut, the best thing to do is just throw it.
Yep. And it's really sad that women have to stoop this low in order to feel good. She's not fully aware that the people that she's trying to entertain are not real. They're just bots. They're going to go to the next girl that talks like that and the next girl that talks like that. So by the time this video settles in and she get a bunch of likes and views, by the time she come down off that high, these same people that gave her the likes will have moved on to the next woman. And she'll be still trying to find some type of likes and happiness.
You know, speaking to like the comparison of like black women and how they are raised versus Latinx women, you want to be treated nice. Like as a man, you want your wife to like cook you a nice meal and share in the bond that comes with that, right? So yeah, if you're gonna be met by a girl who has a lot of attitude and is like, no, I'm not cooking for you, you can cook for yourself. Like, why would you want that? I don't think that's necessarily a black versus white or Hispanic thing, but it sounds so bad. Like it's a show pitch. Yeah. That sounds so bad. But yeah. I mean, no one's gonna really want someone who's gonna approach them like a pit bull and be abrasive, right? Because they want to be appreciated, and if you want to be appreciated, you have to put yourself in a position to be appreciated. So yeah, there is no harm in cooking a nice meal, cleaning up the house, right? Because there is some benefit. Yes, I do know how to cook you a whole ass meal now. So, woo. I want you to know I will do happily. Like, there is some joy. There is a lot of joy in taking care of the people you care about, right? Whether it's your man, your kids, whatever. And I guess that's white material. Which, so that and I do it, and I do it happily, too.
Right. She's absolutely right. She's absolutely right. A real woman takes pride in taking care of a home. A real woman takes pride in cooking, cleaning, doing things that she wants to do naturally that allows her emotions to attach to it. Women attach to arts and crafts that the kids do. Women attach to being with their children and watching them grow up and watching them fall so they can be there to comfort them. Society in the matrix is what's programming women to compete with men. But when it comes to that, what a lot of African American women don't get is that a lot of these other race of women, the Latinos, the Arabics, the Chinese, even the whites, all the other race of women only play that role for a short amount of time. Usually between 18 and 27. By the time they 30, majority of them start getting married. You know, you don't see too many white women after 30 that are not married. You don't see too many. It's like unheard of for an Arabic woman after 30 to not be married. And other races of women, Chinese and all that. Like, It's typically a phase for a woman to go through this empowerment phase. She goes through it for a short amount of times. As she gets older, she outgrows it. The black woman continues on with it. And like the Latino girl says, no man wants to be with a pit bull. But in today's world, a man is supposed to love that pit bull. We're supposed to want the angry chick. We're supposed to want the one that can outwork us, the one that can fight us and beat us up, because to her, that's high value. But everything that's high value to a man is going to come from emotions and looks. And that's what a lot of women are just not grasping on. The next video coming up is going to be about a woman who's awakening to student loans. All right. Now, the reason why I'm playing this video today is because what you see this woman go through and how she reacts to her student loans, this is exactly what most wannabe high value women are doing. They run out and they put themselves in a lot of debt to feel good, to look good, to actually portray an image of actually being successful. They go in debt with college. They go in debt with credit cards. They go in debt with houses and cars. They're always in debt. But what guys don't understand is the more in debt she's in, the higher her standards for a man becomes. And the reason for that is because when you're in a relationship and you're in a marriage, I think a lot of guys can testify to this and tell you, your money is her money and her money is her money. All right? I'm going to say it again. When you're married, your money is her money, and then her money is her money. Why? Because she has student loans that she has to pay off. This is why women are always practicing hypergamy, because when you leave them alone to live their own life and survive on their own, it's just they drag themselves in so much debt because they spend money on trying to feel good. So we're going to play the video of the woman who's awakening to her school loans.
$80,000. I have been paying.
Oh, we're going to run it back. Let's go.
I just checked my student loans because I needed to get the information to someone, and what the fuck? I started with $80,000. I have been paying for 10 years. Last year, I paid $6,000 lump sum because that's really the only way to get it low. That took it down to $76,000 after I've been paying for 9 years. The grand total is I have paid $120,000 and I still owe $76,000. How the fuck is this possible? What? I think I might be late to the game learning about this. Student loans are really messed up. $120,000. What are you supposed to do with it?
Right. Exactly. This is what women are going through that they don't tell you about. They don't tell you how much debt they're in. They don't tell you that they're living check to check. They don't tell you any of this. What they do, they walk around on surface like life is just dandy. It's like, look what I got. I'm better than the other girls that are out there, and that's what matters. But deep down in their hearts, all of these women are in debt, and they're looking for someone to bail them out. Now, the problem that's going on in society now is that you have less marriages and you have more guys that are waking up. Even, you can even say blue pill guys are waking up because they're not going to go spend money on women and giving it to them in the flesh. They're spending it on OnlyFans. So I guess they're doing it a little cheaper. It may be cheaper nowadays to get an OnlyFans account for $10 a month than to actually be going out spending money on a woman. That's what a lot of these women are very, very angry about, is that they're living as a slave for the rest of their life, and there's no man that's going to be there to bail them out. So all that heartache, all that pain, typically is going to drive them miserable. All right? Let's go ahead and get these likes up. All right, where we at on the likes? We're at 174 likes. We got 403 people inside. Let's go ahead and get those likes up. Let's get those likes up to at least 300. Y'all got me at 174. Let's get that up a little bit higher than normal right now.